let's talk about why men live healthier and happier lives with younger women. And for that, I have a study here, which is right there. And let's throw that up on the screen. Share. Okay. I'm going to try to make this a little bigger. I know some of you guys are on mobiles when you do this. Screwed up my placement. Okay, here we go. Figure 3. Okay. You can go, the title of this study here, I'll read you the title after I get to the, can you guys hear me okay? Volume seems a little low. I'll turn it up a little bit for you. Hopefully that helps. All right. Let me just highlight it here. So in this chart, we've got shows the risk of dying in men increases as the age gap increases. So the younger the wife is compared to the spouse, actually I should highlight it from here. The younger the wife is compared with her spouse, the lower the mortality rate of the husband. The older the wife is compared with her spouse, the higher the mortality rate of the husband. Compared with the reference category, an excess mortality rate of more than 30% can be found in married men who are more than 7 years, but less than 17 years younger than their wives. Married men who are more than 15 years, but less than 17 years old. Sorry. Married men who are more than 15 years, but less than 17 years older have a chance of dying that's 4% lower. You have a lower chance of dying. The study, by the way, you can go look it up. It's called How Does the Age Gap Between Partners Affect Survival? So the long story of, sorry, the too long didn't read version of it is younger women will let you live longer. That's just the reality of it all. Okay. So date younger women. Run a harem of younger women if you want, if you can. There's nothing wrong with that. So I got another one here because this is the societal norm here that grinds my gears. Share screen and let's go with Tanya Sweeney. I don't know if you know who Tanya Sweeney is, but this is Tanya Sweeney's article, How Older Men's Fixation with Younger Women Really Boils My Kidneys. Oh, man. You got to love these, eh? Older men's fixations boil my kidneys. Poor Tanya. I always tell you guys to consider the source, yeah? Whenever you read these articles. Is it going to click through for me? This is good old Tanya here. And if we're being honest, do we have... There's another one I pulled up here about a blog she wrote about a Tinder date, just so you get frame on who she is. Tanya Sweeney on her disastrous Tinder date. After giving me the once-over, he announced he had a friend to pick up at the airport right away. This is in 2016. She's just had a kid recently, so obviously, you know, she found somebody to lock down and make babies with, or a baby, I suppose. She's probably towards the end of her reproductive lifespan. She looks like she's about 40 or so. But anyway, that's her. So in this article, that's grinding her kidneys or making her kidneys burn. What was it? Boiling her kidneys. I didn't know you could boil kidneys, but anyway. So in this article, she's complaining how Russell Crowe's dating his new girlfriend, Brittany Thorout, age 30. And the girlfriend's closer to Crowe's son's age than his age. She calls them dad-bottled middle-aged men. Leonardo DiCaprio, 46, and his girlfriend Camilla, 23. Dennis Quaid, 66. His wife Laura, 27, and Sean Penn, with his wife, 32 years, his junior. Earlier this year, then she goes on to complain about Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, 56, to be dating a 27-year-old model, Nicole, blah blah blah, Polar Tourist Ski. I think that's the chick that is married to an older fashion designer from somewhere in Europe. I talked about this about a year ago in another cast. I think this is the same chick. She's actually in an open marriage, and Brad's smashing her. And then she goes on to praise Keanu Reeves and his older girlfriend, who's 47. You guys probably saw the picture of them together at an event in the last year because it went viral. She looks a lot older than him, but she's in fact a little bit younger. And then this is the best part. This is the pot calling the kettle black, okay? Because towards the end, you know, she's complaining all about her kidneys boiling because men are dating younger women. She's complaining in another blog about a Tinder date where she got abandoned when the guy showed up and gave her the once-over top to bottom about 4 years ago. And then she closes this article. This is grand. But I know from experience that this isn't always the case, and maybe this is why the dynamic leaves a metallic taste in my mouth. At 20, I'm guessing this is Tanya's 20-year-old. At 20, working in a Dublin hotel bar to pay my way through college, I met an American man, then in his mid-30s. So this guy's 15 years her senior. He was charmingly boyish, but had his own apartment in LA, wore aftershave, and worked as a record producer. I could barely spell career. It was a sizable step up from the snakebite guzzling lads that I was more used to. Suitably smitten, I moved to LA after college so we could make a go of things. She picked up and moved all the way to LA from Dublin to chase down this 35-year-old Chad because he's not a snakebite guzzling lad. Okay. So even though she's complaining about men dating younger, she admits in her youth, when she still had beauty, I don't know what she looked like younger, but she doesn't look so hot today as you saw in the other picture. When she still had beauty, she dated older men. In fact, 15 years her senior. This is like solipsism 101, guys. You know, I talked to you about hypergamy and solipsism being the main driving forces of the women. And this is them not seeing past their own nose. She actually titles an article complaining about men dating younger women, boiling her kidneys, and she closes the article admitting that this is what she did herself.